Love is often spoken of as if it simply happens, like a sudden spark or magical accident. But the truth is that for men, falling in love is not just about a spark. Attraction may happen in an instant, but love requires certain conditions to be met before it can take root. If these conditions are missing, even the strongest chemistry may fade, leaving confusion and disappointment behind. But when these 5 key needs are fulfilled, a man's heart can finally open and love can truly begin. Let us look deeply into the 5 things men need before they can fall in love with you. Understanding these will not only protect your heart, but also empower you to recognize when a relationship is moving towards something lasting. The first need, a sense of respect. Respect is the foundation on which love is built. While many women grow up hearing about romance, affection, and intimacy, what many do not realize is how profoundly men equate love with respect. To a man, feeling respected is equivalent to feeling valued. Respect does not mean blind obedience or agreement with everything he says. It means acknowledging his effort, appreciating his contributions, and treating him as someone capable of adding value to your world. When a man senses that his opinions are dismissed, his efforts ignored, or his presence undervalued, he may enjoy spending time with you, but he will not allow his heart to fall. On the other hand, when he feels seen for his strength, recognized for his intentions, and respected for his character, something inside him softens. He begins to feel that your presence is not only enjoyable, but essential. Respect for men is like oxygen. Without it, the relationship suffocates. With it, he feels safe to let love grow. The second need, emotional safety. Men are often portrayed as strong, confident, and even invulnerable. But beneath that exterior lies the same human need for acceptance and safety. From childhood, many men are told not to cry, not to show weakness, and not to reveal fear. As a result, they learn to wear masks. Yet behind those masks, they crave a space where they can finally let down their guard. Before a man can fall in love, he needs to feel emotionally safe with you. This means he can express his doubts without being mocked, he can share his pain without being judged, and he can reveal his insecurities without feeling diminished. Emotional safety is not built overnight. It grows through consistent empathy, patience, and understanding. When a man feels that he can stand before you without armor, when he realizes that he can be himself and still be accepted, his heart begins to unlock. That moment of safety becomes the fertile ground where love can finally bloom. The third need, a sense of purpose. Men are wired to seek purpose. They want to feel that they are not only living but contributing, that their presence makes a difference in the life of the woman they love. This does not mean you should depend on him for every need or sacrifice your independence. What it does mean is that he longs to know his role matters. When he helps you solve a problem and you acknowledge his support, when he stands beside you in challenges and you recognize his presence, he feels needed in a meaningful way. This sense of purpose goes beyond providing material things. It is about being emotionally and spiritually significant in your life. If he feels unnecessary or easily replaceable, he may hesitate to attach his heart. But when he senses that his love adds unique value, that he plays an irreplaceable role in your journey, his commitment grows. Purpose turns affection into devotion. The fourth need, an emotional connection that goes beyond the physical attraction, is powerful, but it is not enough. Physical intimacy may create excitement, but it does not guarantee love. For a man to fall in love, he needs to experience an emotional bond that goes far beyond the physical. He needs conversations that touch his soul, laughter that feels effortless, and shared moments that create memories. Men may enjoy physical closeness without attachment, but they cannot fall in love without connection. This is why some men may date multiple women, but only commit deeply to the one who makes him feel truly understood. When your words reach him in ways that no one else has, when your presence feels like home rather than a performance, his heart begins to tie itself to yours. Love is born when physical desire is matched by emotional intimacy. Without this balance, lust fades. With it, desire transforms into something enduring. The fifth need, trust and consistency. Trust is the final and perhaps most important condition before a man can give his heart fully. Love requires vulnerability, and vulnerability cannot exist without trust. A man needs to know that you are consistent, that your words match your actions, and that your presence is reliable. If he feels uncertain about where he stands with you, if he is constantly guessing your feelings or intentions, his heart will hesitate. Love does not grow in soil of doubt. But when you show consistency, when your affection is steady, your actions align with your promises, and your loyalty is clear, he feels safe to surrender to love. Trust is not built through grand gestures alone. It is built in the small, daily choices to be honest, reliable, and true. When he experiences this consistency, the fear of betrayal fades and his love deepens. Putting it all together. These 5 needs: respect, emotional safety, purpose, emotional connection, and trust are not luxuries but essentials. They are the conditions under which men allow themselves to fall deeply in love. Attraction may spark interest, but it is these deeper needs that secure devotion. If you find yourself with a man who is attentive but not committed, ask whether these needs are being met. Does he feel respected? Does he feel emotionally safe? Does he feel a sense of purpose in your life? Do you share an emotional connection that transcends the physical? Does he trust your consistency? The answers to these questions often reveal whether love is possible or whether the relationship is destined to remain shallow. Understanding these truths protects you from wasting time on relationships that cannot grow. It also empowers you to create the environment where true love can flourish. Remember, love is not only about finding the right man, but about building the right conditions for love to thrive. Final thoughts. Men do not fall in love simply because of beauty, charm, or chance. They fall in love when these 5 needs are met. Respect gives them a foundation, emotional safety allows them to open, purpose gives them meaning, emotional connection bonds them to your soul, and trust secures their commitment. Without these, love cannot last. With these, love becomes unshakable. Every woman deserves not only to be desired, but to be truly loved. By recognizing what men need before they can fall in love, you equip yourself with the wisdom to discern whether his affection is temporary or enduring. More importantly, you remind yourself that love worth having is built on depth, respect, and truth. If your relationship is not the biggest source of happiness and joy in your life, if you're not receiving the love, devotion, and adoration that you truly deserve, or if the men in your life keep losing interest out of nowhere, leaving you hurt and confused, then what's waiting for you below this video may be the turning point you've been searching for. This is not just another piece of advice. It's a message that has already helped countless women move from heartbreak to clarity, from uncertainty to lasting devotion. It could completely transform the way you experience love and connection. Click the video in the description right below and see for yourself.